Okay, this is the movie in my mind. Um, I took 3 lyrics that I wrote last century, and I put them together, and then I wrote a paragraph in between each lyric to paint the scene. And I would love to take some of my song lyrics and turn them into films. I have no idea how to do this. So I've decided to ask some of my friends if they have any ideas or suggestions to help me put a roadmap together as to how I might um, I know the old saying, a plan, no, a goal. A goal without a plan is a wish. So I'm trying to put a plan together. Okay, so this is what I have so far. The 3 lyrics are the pen, the crossroads, and love creek. Uh, Dance had just got out of prison. He's walking down a series of streets. It was like a different world. He was feeling overwhelmed. So he felt the urge to get wasted, dull the emotions as it were. But he was broke, so he reverted to his old ways. He robbed a couple of homes, one of which yielded a gun. Then he returned to the wall, a place where he used to hang out back in the day. He was looking for people he knew back when, but he only met strangers. His plan was to meet somebody from the old days who had a car in Shanghai then and to drive him around all day while he got drunk. So he sat on the wall and started to breathe again. Felt familiar. Then he heard a voice. "Hey, old man, you're sitting on our wall." I wasn't in trouble. Dancer moved on. Nothing made sense to him, walking around in a world of strangers. Well, so his fallback plan was to walk to the package a couple of blocks away from the wall, buy some brewskis, and play it by ear. Play it by ear usually meant stir up some trouble. In order to turn his brain off and stop his head from exploding. Then on his way to the packy, he walked by a restaurant window and saw a vision. Inside, Sue was standing there, waitressing. Hubba hubba. Suddenly, Dancer was in another place. He was calm, cool, and collected. He circled around that block a couple of times before he actually went in and ordered a coffee. The pen. He was a wild young man, just out of the pen, looking for all the people that he knew back when. She was a teenage waitress with stars in her eyes. She took one look at him, fell easy for his lies. Said, "My name is Dancer." She said, "My name is Sue." Said, "My name is Dancer. I think I'm in love with you." So they wound up in the backseat of his car. He said, "Baby, I'll make you a star. First we gotta get out of this town. Without money you can't get far. Baby, I can taste the fire burning deep within your soul. Girl, I can see the woman no one else knows. Baby, I can taste the fire burning in your soul. Girl, I can see the woman that no one else knows." Well, they took their first bank in Meltown. Then they headed up to Kelton Creek, where they robbed a gas station and 2 S&Ls, and they hid out for a week. They didn't know how many people they'd killed. They didn't know how many died. They didn't know how many people they'd killed, or if any had survived. Well, she woke up in a motel room, so she called her mom on the phone. And her mom said, "Baby, come home, come home." Her mom said, "Baby, come home." Well, he showed up just as she was packing. He Said, baby, let's get cracking. The cops are swarming in all over out there. It's a sea of blue. It's time to disappear. Come on, baby, let's book out of here. Well, somehow they made it back to the car and sped out onto the road. Looking for a place to hide. They were looking for a place to hold. Let's head out on the highway, leave the city behind. Head out on the highway, baby, one more time. Dancer was bleeding, Sue was scared. Dancer was bleeding, but there was no time for tears. Cruisers were assembled, the shotguns were cocked. The cruisers were assembled, the street was all blocked. Sue looked at Dancer, Dancer looked dead. Sue looked at Dancer, she remembered what he'd said. He said, baby, I can taste the fire burning deep within your soul. Girl, I can see the woman that no one else knows. Baby, I can taste the fire burning deep within your soul. Girl, I can see the woman that no one else knows. Then, this is Act 2, the second layer. Crossroads, or Guilty. It's the pre-trial, he's in jail. Dancer survives the shootout in jail. Sue comes to visit him. He's only thinking about her. Don't let them ruin you, he warns her. She's wearing a wire. I ain't gonna say I'm guilty. I ain't gonna say I'm an innocent man. When society catches you upon the crossroads of life, it's only a matter of time before they nail you upright. Baby, I'm scared of dying, and I know what we done was wrong. Baby, I'm scared of dying, but somehow I feel there was justice in the wrong. The cops will try to make you say that you were in it all the way. Don't let them fool you, 'cause all they wanna do is ruin you. I ain't gonna say I'm guilty. I ain't gonna say I'm an innocent man. I ain't gonna say society done me wrong. I ain't a coward, I don't sing that song. Scat battle addle, the battle addle lay. Brutally boppin', battle a battin' day. Scoop boppin' dee dop, ba da ba dee ba dee. Brutally boppin', battle a battin' day. Nothing lasts forever, that's what they say to you. But what we got between us is a love that's oh so true. Now baby, I'm an outlaw, but I love you more than life. I wish I'd met you sooner, so I'd still be here tonight. I ain't gonna say I'm guilty. I ain't gonna say I'm an innocent man. When society catches you upon the crossroads of life, it's only a matter of time before they nail you upright. I ain't gonna say I'm guilty. I ain't gonna say I'm an innocent man. I ain't gonna say society done me wrong. I ain't a coward, I don't sing that song. Act 3, the third song lyric is Love Crazy. It's the trial, she's testifying against him, and in court he's defending himself. Love crazy, I was her clown. She needed money, so I shot a man down. Now she's living out in Vegas, and I'm doing time. Love crazy, I was out of my mind. It was the drugs she loved, no, not ever me. My money and my stash was what kept her with me. I was the victim, she never loved me. I did the crime for her, and she went free. I was a victim. Life ain't fair. I did the crime for her, and she put me in here. Easy job, grocery store. I wanted money, not a thing more. I was a victim, just pulling that crime. He went for his gun, but not in time. Now I'm looking at 30 years, and it just ain't fair, knowing that my baby won't even care. I was a victim, she never loved me. I did the crime for her, and she went free. I was a victim, life ain't fair. I did the crime for her, and she put me in here. We're going crazy, that's what it was. It wasn't my fault, let's blame it on love. Here in the slammer, the truth is plain to see. Everything that's happened, well, it's all been done to me. Now she's taken with another while I'm in between these walls. They even let me phone her, but she won't accept my call. It was the drugs she loved, no, not ever me. I was a fool for her, now I'm not free. I was a victim, she never loved me. I did the crime for her, and she went free. I was a victim. Life ain't fair. I did the crime for her, and she put me in here. And then like the post, uh, then at the end of it, it's she's living out in Vegas, and she gets this telephone call, and it's him. He calls her from prison, and she hangs up the phone, and then her significant other gets home later that day, and she's all freaked, and she says, "We've got to move." And he's going, "What are you talking about?" And she goes, "With you or without you." And that's it. Thank you very much for listening.